We are now seeing the Treaty of Allahabad. Okay. So at the end of the Battle of Buxar, this treaty is signed with two entities from the other side. One is the Mughal Badshah, Mughal King, okay? And second is with the Nawab of Awadh. The third player was Nawab of Bengal, Mir Qasim. I've told you what happened with him. Now, what is entered into with the Mughal Badshah? First is Diwani rights of Bengal, Bihar, and Orissa. These were given to East India Company. Remember I told you about this? During Mughal times, the state had two types of powers. What were they? One was Diwani, okay? And second is Nizamat. Do you understand this? Diwani and Nizamat. Diwani is about what? Revenue. And Nizamat is all other forms of administration. Mota mota. Okay? So from the Mughal king, they are taking only one part, which is the Diwani rights, and not taking the responsibility of discharging the functions. When people pay taxes, they expect some services. You know, it's a give and take relationship. So East India Company is only wanting what? Only the Diwani, and not the administrative functioning connected with it. Okay. So Diwani rights are taken. Mughal king was given an annual pension in return. For giving this Diwani rights, he will be given 26 lakh rupees, plus he will be given two districts, Kora and Allahabad, for his personal maintenance. Okay? So यहाँ से जो भी revenue आएगा, that will go to the personal, you can say, account of, not in the tradition, not in the modern sense, but that will be under whom? That will be under the Mughal Badshah. Okay? He will have to live in Allahabad under EIC protection. This condition is also imposed. So these are the points regarding Treaty of Allahabad with respect to the Mughal king. Second part of the treaty is with Nawab of Awadh. Now Nawab of Awadh was a rich guy, Nawab Shujaud-Daula. Very strong and powerful ruler, very rich and prosperous also. So East India Company अब इसको target करते हैं. ठीक है, तुम लड़े थे ना जंग हमारे साथ में. So now you will pay an indemnity of 1 crore rupees. कुछ जगह पर में you will come across 50 lakh also. Some places 1 CR. That's okay. A huge indemnity was imposed. यही हमारे लिए relevant है. 1. He will have to accept an English resident at his court. Important concept comes here. English resident. From this point onwards, whenever East India Company either directly defeats the Indian power or forces it without a war to become a subsidiary ally, there will always be a British resident who will stay at the court of that Indian ruler. Do you understand this? Why do you want a resident over there? Because you want to have control over that Indian power. And resident does not mean that he came alone or just with his family. He came with a big tam jam. Like in Pune, you know Sangam Bridge? If you're going from COEP college towards Sangam Bridge, before the Sangam Bridge starts, on the left side, you have the district judge's bungalow, very big bungalow. Okay, that used to be the bungalow or premises of British resident in Pune. Okay, so that place was spotted first by British resident because Sangam is always, water is always very crucial. Okay, and Sangams are considered auspicious. So wahan Mula Mutha river meet hoti hai. So at that time, the British resident in Pune, he had built his presence over there. So he was there means the entire British administration, British troops, everything were there. जब आखिरी में last जब जंग हुई है Anglo-Maratha War, the third Anglo-Maratha War, at that time Bajirao II's troops had attacked that residency building. और वो जो नदी है मुला नदी, along that Mula Nadi, the Britishers started to evacuate backwards, fighting backwards like that. ठीक है, और वहां से अगर आप जाएंगे towards होलकर ब्रिज खड़की, तो खड़की जो है वो थोड़ा सा एलिवेशन पर है, छोटा सा हिल जैसा है वो, उस हिल के ऊपर में बैटल ऑफ खड़की लड़ा गया इन थर्ड एंग्लो मराठा वॉर। ओके, सो मैं सिर्फ बता रहा था आपको कि हर प्रिंसली स्टेट में दिस कंसेप्ट और आइडिया ऑफ ब्रिटिश रेसिडेंट was introduced, was implemented, and the first in that was Nawab of Awadh. So war indemnity दिया, British resident accept किया, subsidiary ally बन गए, and he had to give these two districts, Allahabad and Kora, to मुगल बादशाह। यानी अंग्रेज जो मुगल बादशाह को दे रहे हैं वो अपने पॉकेट से भी कुछ नहीं दे रहे, ठीक है। दीवानी राइट्स यानी 2 करोड़ रुपए तो बंगाल, बिहार, उड़ीसा से आने वाले हैं, उसमें से 26 लाख रुपए देना है बस। इलाहाबाद का किला इन्होंने तो बनाया नहीं था, नहीं? वो किला भी मुगलों का ही था, उसी में उसको जो है वो रखा गया। और इलाहाबाद और कोरा लिया किससे? नवाब ऑफ अवध से, और उठा के दे दिया ब्रिटिश बादशाह, सॉरी मुगल बादशाह को, कि ये तुम्हारा पर्सनल एक्सपेंस के लिए रहेगा। ओके, सो दिस वाज द ट्रीटी ऑफ इलाहाबाद दैट वाज साइंड इन 1765। डू यू ऑल अंडरस्टैंड दिस ट्रीटी? Now what I want you to do is first 30 seconds, read the points, and after that write them down, and then I'll be asking you how much you can recollect.